Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear students, today inshallah we will do the workbook exercise of chapter 10, light. So we will start from true and false. The first statement is light travels faster in air than in water. So this is a true statement. An image seen through a concave lens appears smaller than normal and is always the right way up. It's also a true statement. The third statement is there are 7 visible colors in the spectrum and 2 invisible colors. True statement. If you shine a ray of light through a red filter, only red light will be transmitted through the filter. It's also a true statement. And the last statement is a red car under a yellow street light appears black. It's a false statement. Come towards the multiple choice questions. So the first question is, when drawing a ray diagram, what is the normal? The options are a line drawn at 45 degrees to the face of the mirror. Option B, a line drawn at 60 degrees to the face of the mirror. Option C, a line drawn at 90 degrees to the face of the mirror. And option D, a line drawn at 180 degrees to the face of the mirror. So the correct option is option C, a line drawn at 90 degrees to the face of the mirror. Come towards the second statement. What happens to a light ray when it passes through air into a glass block? So it bends away from the normal, it bends towards the normal, it does not bend, and it is reflected off the surface of the glass. So the correct option is option B, it bends towards the normal. Come towards the third statement. What is light from the sun called? Solar light, sunlight, white light, and yellow light. So that's usually called a white light. The fourth statement of this question is the splitting of light into different colors is called deflection, dispersion, dispersions, and dispensation. So the correct option is dispersion. Come towards the fifth statement of this question. What are the 3 primary light colors? Blue, green, and red. Option B, blue, green, and yellow. Option C, green, orange, and yellow. And option D, red, green, and orange. So the correct option is option A, blue, green, and red. Come towards the third question. Use these words to fill the gaps in the passage. Absorbed, opaque, shadows, translucent, and transmitted. These are the words. We were using these words in the passage. So rays of light are transmitted through a material such as a glass. Dash materials such as wood absorb light. So opaque materials such as wood absorbs light. When a piece of wood is placed in a beam of light, a shadow is formed over there. This is because light is absorbed by the wood. There are other materials such as grease-proof paper which lets some light through. These are called translucent materials. Come toward the fourth question. The diagram shows a girl sitting by a window reading a book. We will have to give the answer of these questions. So how is the girl able to see the book? The correct answer is light from the window reflects light from the pages, and that will be into her eyes. The second question is explain why the girl cannot see her reflection in the pages of the book. So because the pages of the books are opaque, that's why it's absorbed the light and do not reflect the light. Underline the word that best describes the page of the book. So non-reflective, opaque, translucent, and transparent. So the correct word for this statement is opaque. Now, dear students, come towards the fifth question. Imagine you live on a farmhouse where farm road joins the main road at a blind junction. You want to fix a big plain mirror on the fence opposite to the farm road entrance to help you drive onto the main road safely. We will give the answer of this question. Draw a straight line representing the mirror in a position that will give you a good view of the road to your side. The second question is, draw a line representing a light ray from car B to the mirror. The second part of this question is, draw a line representing a light ray from the mirror to the car A. The third statement is, label the incident ray and reflected ray. The fourth part is label the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. The next one is if the angle of incidence is 30 degree, what is the angle of reflection? So we will give these answers by using the diagram. This is the diagram. We will use this diagram. So first of all, we will put a mirror. So this is a mirror. We will put the mirror at this position where the ray of light is reflecting from car A and it will be entered to the car B easily. So the ray of the light is coming from car B, striking the mirror. It is reflecting from the mirror and it will enter to the car A. Then this is also called the incident ray. This ray is so called the reflected ray. We will draw a normal. This is a normal that makes an angle of 90 degree with the mirror. Okay. This is the angle of incidence. This is also called the angle of reflection. And this is the mirror. And the answer of the part 5 is the angle of incidence is 30 degrees, then the angle of reflection will be 30 degree also. Come towards the sixth question. The diagram shows a single ray of light passing through a glass block. The first part of this question is put these labels on the diagram: angle of incidence, angle of refraction, emerging ray, incoming ray, and reflected ray. So the first ray, this ray is what's so called, yes, incoming ray. This angle is what's so called angle of incidence. This ray is what's so called reflected ray. And this ray is what's so called emerging ray. This angle is what's so called angle of refraction. Come towards the second part of this question. What do the incoming ray and emerging ray have in common? So both of them will have the same direction. Come towards the seventh question. The diagram shows two lenses. The first one and the second one. Draw the lines through the lenses to finish the diagram. So we will draw the lines and we will get this type of image. In convex lens, all the rays are coming on a point, and in concave lens, the rays of the light will be diverging in different direction and it is converging imaginary in this point. The second part of this question is, imagine you are holding a paper clip close to each of these lenses. How would a paper clip look if you saw it through lens A? So it will be paper clip look magnified, means larger image will be appear there, and through lens B, paper clip look smaller, means smaller image will be appear there. The third part of this question is given examples of where lens B might be used. So it is used to be there in the telescope. Also, it is used to be there in peepholes. Also, it is used to be there in spectacles and glasses. So usually we are using it in telescopes. The fourth part of this question is lens A can be used to focus an image on a screen. This is the diagram. This is the ray diagram. You can see that the object is placed over here. When the ray of light is passing from a convex lens, then it is converging at this point. A smaller image is forming over there. So give two ways in which the image on the screens is different from the object. So the image on the screen is smaller in size. You can compare this. This is larger in size and this is smaller in size. You can see here. And the second thing is the image on the screen is inverted, means upside down. Okay. So you can clearly see that this image is upside down. This is also called inverted. Now, dear students, come towards the eighth question of this exercise. The diagram shows what happens to a ray of white light when it passes through a triangular prism and onto a screen. So name the 7 colors seen on the screen. These 7 colors will be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. These are the 7 colors that will be appeared there on the screen. The second part of this question is what color is at A? So at A there is a red color, and at B there is a violet color. Now come to the ninth question. A color plastic sheet wrapper can be used as a color filter. What does a color filter do? Use the diagram to explain how a blue filter allows only blue light to pass through it. So the answer of the first question is a color filter absorbs some colors and transmit other colors, or in other words, we can say that a color filter can transmit only itself's color and it will absorb all the rest of the colors. Now come toward the second part. So this is the diagram that this diagram will tells you about the second part. Use the diagrams to explain how a blue filter allow only blue light. So all the three lights that is passing from the blue filter, only the blue light will pass through it and the green and red will be absorbed there. So the green and red color will not passes through the filter. Complete this diagram to show what happens to a white light when a green filter is put in front of a blue filter. So if you place another filter that is green, so it will block all the colors. Only the blue color will passes from the first filter, but not passes from the second, because the green filter will absorb the blue color and no color will be appear there on the other side of the green filter. The 10th question, or the last question of this exercise, is the diagram shows a yellow light from a street lamp shining on a red car. On a red car. The first question is, what color does the car appear to be? So we all know that yellow color is a combination of what? Red and green. So when the yellow light is fall there on a red car, so the red color will be reflect and the green color will be absorbed there. So the car will be appear red. Draw a simple diagram to show what happens when a magenta light shines on a blue car. So look at here, the magenta light is a combination of blue and red color. Okay, so it will allows the blue color, so the magenta color car will be shown blue at yellow light. The second part of this question is, cyan light shines on a red car. So we all know that cyan is a combination of blue and green. So when it is falling over there, then on a red car, then what will happen? No light will be reflecting from the surface of the car and it will looks black. Okay, the red car will looks black there. See, yellow light shines on a green car. So yellow is a combination of red and green. Okay, so it will allows the green color to pass through it and it will blocks the red color. So the car will be appear green there. This is all about the exercise. I hope so that you will get all the valuable information from this exercise. Thank you so very much. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.